Hey, lovelies, welcome to Be So Light. My name is Felicia, as well as Priestess Makala. So, today's title is Eyes Wide Open, Not Shut. All right, today is November 5th, 2025. 6 days from now, we'll be in 1111 portal. So, let me get this out of the way first. Remember, I was going to come on yesterday, but there was some weirdness going on, and then I was busy with signing up a client, a new student for my program, and she went straight into the practitioner. So she's going to be in both groups, but she paid me in silver. Ah, love it. ah, some of you that are out there, you're going to have to offer that. Say, hey, do you want to offer to pay? This is what I'm doing. I'm open to silver. I'm open to gold. I'm even open to copper. Okay. Copper, pay attention to copper. Get your copper. I got plenty of copper. I got lots of copper. I just kept collecting it. I'm going to keep on collecting it till I can't collect it no more. All right. So let me bring this up. Okay. Oh, what is going on now? Okay. Hold on. Huh. Did I lose it? All right. Let me see if I can go into a different avenue and get it. Nope. Nope. Oh, God. Let me see if I can do it here. No. Can't get it there. Hold on, you guys. I put it in here in the thing. It should be in here. Let's see, reset. Nope. Somehow my thing got lost in the shuffle. Oh. Whoa. Listen to them. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your love. Thank you. All right. Well, shoot. I can't find it now. Ugh. I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh my gosh. I've lost it. I can't find it. Darn it. Oh, great. I have no idea where it is, you guys. I worked on a revised outline of my offer. And for some reason, I go in to go pull it up and I cannot even find it. It's not coming up. The file's not coming up at all. Which is kind of weird because I'm like, why is the file not coming up? Jeez Louise. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm just going to have to go by my memory. Um, yeah, there's nothing on here. I don't understand what happened. How weird. Yeah, nothing. Hmm. Nada. Okay. Well, I tried to. Let me see backups. Let me see what backed up. Oh no, I guess not. Don't hit that button. Stay out of there. Oh, let me see if it's in here. Oh, don't hit that. No, let me go in here. Did it fall into the trash can? I don't know about it. No, didn't go in the trash. Holy coal. Let's see. Any of these. All right, I'm in a different place. Let's see. Mm, images on documents. Let me hit that button. Da 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 da. Crapaloa. Is it in here? Is it at the top? Is it back in the 2025? No. It's lost. It's lost in Never Never Land. Oh well, I'm trying to find it. Hello. You know how it is when you write something, you're trying to find the file and you can't find the freaking file? And I'm like, what the hell? I redid it and updated it and what the hell is going on? The, oh well. No, 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 no. Not in there. Okay. All right. Well, I tried to find it and I cannot find it. I don't know where it is. So, anyway, I'll have to redo it and talk about it, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it from here. So, anyway, my client signed up. She's taken several different courses from me. So, she finally took the leap to go into Spiral Light. Now, let me tell you about this. I had no idea that this was happening. But Spiral Light is so interesting. Okay, first of all, it's the light of creation of everything, the spiral. Okay, so I think it's really interesting when I kind of took a time off and was like, oh, I'm not going to teach for a while. I'm going to take some time off. Remember that when I came on, you guys, I said, oh, I'm not going to teach, blah, blah, blah. I kind of took time out. So then when Spirit says, why don't you start to teach again? Put up your schooling, put that up, and da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go ahead and do it now. Okay, so little did I know, when I activated it, I put the group in Signal because I had a hard time. I was putting it in schools, but for some reason it got a glitch in it, and I had all these things open. I was going to be charged for it. I'm like, I only want one section open. Undo it because this doesn't make any sense. So I didn't want to be bothered with it. So I set it up in my traditional way. I said, you know what? I'm old school teaching. I like to verbally teach my students. I like to have personal one-on-ones with them. I like to be involved in the medicine and teaching in that space. I just go into an entirely different space when I'm teaching. I'm entirely different. I just love that part. So I'm in, doing my thing. I set it up. Well, little did I know, Spiral Light has a way of picking the students. So I'm going to share this with you. We're going to start the school officially on 11/11, which is on a Tuesday. Okay. That portal, we're entering into the medicine of galactic spiral light. 12th dimension, 13th dimension, medicine, frequency code healing. Okay, this is what I do. So how a person gets chosen that they're going to be in it, they'll start looking at things with spirals and not know why they're looking at the spirals. So if that's been happening to you since you've been a part of the family of Be So Light, and it's showing up like you're interested in a spiral, like you buying some jewelry with a spiral on it, or you're getting this. So my new student was out in Sedona, and for some reason, whatever bookstore, metaphysical store she went into, she's just walking around and she sees this bracelet with a spiral on it. She says it was so weird. It was like so pretty. I couldn't just leave it there. It's pretty. It's hematite and has a little spiral on it. And she says, I got it, and I'm not even putting it all together. And I just kept looking at it, it says spiral. And then next thing I knew, I was all about, I got to sign up when you started talking about it. So she didn't wait. She felt it. It felt aligned to her. She did it. She took action. So she's in, because she paid in silver, she's in the teaching group and automatically in the practitioner group because she took it serious. She's not deviating. So it's going to be really easy to teach her. She has a medical background. It's going to be easy to move her through in probably 6 months taught. Most of my students I spent a year with in doing the teaching because I was taking my time. But with her, I got to get it moving because the more I teach people this medicine, the more we can utilize it to help timeline shifts. Now, let me just point something out. Spiral light is not just all about the codes and the frequency. Spiral light, when you are a practitioner, whatever deeply lies within you and it's something you really want to do, it brings it to the surface so you can do it. And I have seen some really wonderful things happen with people who just think they're just going to go into it and just study this. And then it opens up these other doors of something else to do, of something else. It might be that book. It might be doing your retreats. It might be becoming a sound bath practitioner, doing medicine. It might be that. So it opens up the doors so that you can do what you really soul call are to do. And I love that about Spotlight. And it's such an honor to be the vessel to activate people to carry this medicine. Because when I'm gone, I want to make sure whoever I cross paths with and I spend time with and I did the teachings with, that they carry on in a good way in helping others with it. Not just themselves, but other people with it. It's such a beautiful healing modality. It's not your basic prana. It's not your basic Reiki. It is all about we are the walking light rife codes. We're not just a machine. We take the codes and can activate them and put them into use. Yes, be very afraid of us. We are walking amongst you. We can shift your energy with so many different frequency codes like that. We're that good. Yes, we are. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I just love it. Mm-hmm. They shouldn't call us like, 007. We should be like 008. We're the goddesses in disguise and you just don't see us. We're just snap. What? Snap. So anyway, this is what the just simply put. When you're coming into this program, if you're just going to come in for the monthly training, that's going to be $65 a month. I think I said it earlier, it was 65 or 69, but it's $65 a month. You pay that. That covers you for that 1 month. You get a video teaching, not just a video, but you get an audio teaching, which is easier because you can listen to it in the car. You can listen to it while you're walking, teaching once a week. Okay, that's what that group is for. That's not a practitioner group. That doesn't activate you to be a practitioner. You got to be more invested. Now, if you want to jump ahead and you want to give 2 pieces of gold coin or 6 of the silver coins, and you want to plop that down and say, I want to pay you with this, then I'm all for it. Then that gives you the teaching plus puts you in the practitioner group. You pick and choose. Either way, you're going to get your teachings. But one gives you access to practitioners becoming one. The other one just allows you to kind of learn it for yourself and utilize it to get the gist of it. If it's a fit for you. Because if it's not a fit for you, I don't want you out there walking with it and it don't fit you. Don't be a Cinderella without the glass slipper. Don't try to make your foot fit in the glass slipper and it ain't fitting. This is all about, is it a fit or not? Okay. So basically that's what it is. So when you sign up for the practitioner program, you're going to be learning about the pyramids. You're going to be learning how to set it up, the Black Pyramid Medicine. You're going to be learning about codes, the colors, how to match the codes, acupressure points, how you implement codes into an acupressure point, how you move one energy from one spot to another, seal it in. How do you activate the crystal to hold your codes? How do you activate this water to become medicine and send it around the world to a client in another country? You're going to be that good to be able to do that because I will be teaching you. And then you will be amongst the other practitioners who went through their training, who are finishing up their internship of all their 50 clients. Okay, they have to have 50 clients with documentations of what they did to treat this person energetically for their healing so that they could heal themselves. Okay, so this is where you get to see how the practitioner program is different just from just the teaching of the spiral light. Okay. So as you're moving into this medicine, you're really implementing that and it becomes a part of you and it's activating. Now, when you go through an activation, that comes first. You got to get activated. So for about a week and a half, you're going to be going through your shit. Your shit's going to come up. Your stuff is going to come up. And that's where we just have this one-on-one base talk and say, hey, how's it going? Oh, okay, let's talk about that. How are you feeling about that? Let's get rid of that. Let's move that out. Okay, so now your vessel becomes clear so you can start holding the codes. And then you're recognized in the ethers, in the universe of the spiral, galactic spiral light tribe, priestesses of the light. You're recognized as a vessel holder for those codes. So when things start moving through, you see it. You'll start seeing spirals out around trees. You start seeing things in the air spiral. You start noticing them. Okay? So that's the gist of what that is. So basically like this, if you're interested in Feels Aligned and you got spirals following you and you don't know why, you better send me an email at galacticspirallight.com and let's talk and see if it's a fit for you. All right, enough about that spill. I spent 18 minutes and 15 seconds on that. Let's move into what the topic is. Eyes are open, but not shut. All right, you guys, I'm going to have to get a little serious here. I don't know what they're trying to do here. I don't know how this is all playing out. This morning I said, I feel like I'm in an episode of Mad Max with a twist of John Wick going on. I wonder how that would look. Mad Max and John Wick mixed together. What kind of combination would that be? A little Mel and a little Reed going on. How would that look? Giz would probably be taller. There would be more emphasis on the pow-pows. I think it would all just be more going after things drastically. Putting it to rest. So I saw something that was really kind of puzzling. And I said, this is kind of important to talk about because I know for a fact a lot of people are going to be sensitive about this. And then now I'm going to make this address. I'm not going to say white people. I'm going to say lunar people. I like using the lunar people. Lunar people are being, the way this video came out, it was like, oh my gosh, that's going to be like such a a slap in the face, that could bring up a lot of issues that could almost start a race war. Maybe that's what their intention is. So the video I'm talking about is one that was presented. Conscious Juice came across and he put it out, and I saw it just before coming on here. And it's about the Santa Clauses that are showing up at Walgreens, and this guy walks in and he sees Santa Claus, and they're all brown color. They're all brown. Not one lunar face Santa Claus. And even the ornaments were all brown at a Walgreens. Now you got to keep in mind who backs Walgreens. We're talking Rockefeller. We're talking about those beings. Okay? We're talking about those beings. If we're buying from these corporations, we got to remember that those reptilian beings and draconian beings are behind it. Okay? So I said, wow. And this guy says, in all my years, I've never seen this in any of the stores. Why 20, 30 years? Why couldn't it happen then? We're not talking about every single one of them. And just a couple weeks ago, when I went into Michael's before Halloween came in, we went down on the one section where they had it all decked out in Halloween. They got rid of it, brought in all the Christmas stuff. And I said, the little Christmas soldier beings were pitch black, really black, and then pink. They had black and pink. I said, what are they doing? So it's like there's this subconscious slapping in the face of both races, trying to get us to bicker and fight against each other about who's being accepted and who's supposed to feel like they're being excluded. Okay? I know what's going on historically. I know all the history. I know what's been happening. Okay? I know what happened. I know how it's been rewritten. I know. And I know a lot of other people know the whole history too. But they aren't going to say anything when they see a brown person in front of them. They're not going to say anything. Because it is one of those shocking things. Both sides, this is how I look at it from a spiritual medicine point of view. Both sides have been lied to, have been manipulated to dislike each other for no reason. Both sides. Okay? And there's stuff that's happened. Yes, I understand. And we have to heal this. We have to heal it. And I want people to just step back. Wherever this was shot, this video was shot, had to be in an area where there was predominantly more brown-skinned people. I don't like to say black, because black, in the way it was directed to us, means dead. That's what it means. And by the way, am I really black? Am I the color of this? No, I'm brown skinned. So there's so much healing that needs to go on. And this is the part where we can't sit back and say, when it starts to feel uncomfortable, you don't want to hear it. You want to walk away because it makes you feel uncomfortable. This is the part that when we talk about, when we hear that, let's make America great again, this is what would help America be a new America again. This is the part where we say no more to this. We say no more to the programming, because that's exactly what it is. This is almost right up there. Think about it on this level. And it has nothing to do with a race. Think about it like this. You're married. You think you're having the best relationship. You think your marriage is going great. And then you find out that your husband, but you don't know it, but all his other friends know he's out having an affair with a woman that they know. But you don't know. Everybody knows he's out playing around because he talks about it. I'm talking to this girl, you know. Okay. But you don't know. But everybody else knows about it. Everybody knows, but you. And then finally, when you find out, you're shocked to hell. And then everybody else finally confesses and said, well, yeah, we kind of been seeing them, da 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 da. That's what this is like. The hidden affair of a marriage. Everybody knows the truth except the person that's being cheated on. Now, I want you to go a little bit deeper into this medicine in the spirit, and you find out all the truth. How do you think that's going to make the people feel? How do you think? This is why I'm saying this is kind of not okay how they're doing this. It's on my, well, fine. If they have to come forward, let's make it blatant. Let's just do it blatantly. So we can stir it up and we can feed off of the anger that's going to come up. That's how this is being set up. That's why I titled this Eyes Wide Open But Not Shut. We see how it's being played out. So let me take you down a little bit deeper in something. You know how we have all those holidays? It's always to benefit some dead president. Something happened. Memory of this, memory of that. Okay, got it, good. You know. But if we really strip it away and we really look at things that have happened, what were we really fighting for? What was the wars really about? Was it really what we thought they were about? Or was it something way more of technology amongst species that walk amongst us? Contracts and documents been signed, deals and riggings and stuff. Eyes wide open here. So let's look a little deeper. Okay? What if all of us, and I'm not just talking about a group of people, I'm talking about all of us that are human beings. Let's just get our heads and our hearts in the right place. Just opt out of all the old programming of the holidays. Hear me out. You cannot tell me that you're Deck the Halls and Falls of Follies, and you've been hearing that song since you were a little kid yourself, and your parents have heard that song forever. You're not ready for a true upgrade. And maybe not even that. Maybe it's just a whole new way of looking at something that really is all about supporting new spiritual divine light of self. What if we had something of a human day? Oh, hold on, lovelies. You know what happens to me when I'm in the shower? I start getting those messages. A human day. A human divine day. A human divine holiday. Ooh, doesn't that sound like a wonderful ring-a-ding-ding-ding to it? A human divine holiday? Today I'm celebrating my human divine holiday. Which means, and especially entails this, I will not shop at any place that is low vibration, harmful to any human being on the planet. Rather it be emotionally, mentally, physically, or spiritually. If any of these places program in that way through frequency, music, images, in any way, shape, or form, I'm not supporting that. Period. You're off the list. If you're not leveled up, we are not going to support you. Period. We're not bringing our money there. We're not bringing our currency there. We're not going to bring currency there. If we were to all take a human divine holiday and not participate in all the old stressing, fearing, head jarring crap that comes up every holiday. I want you to think about this. A lot of people are not in a place or a home or financially able to do any of this. And I'm not talking old, I'm talking young on up. If they've been a part of any kind of natural disaster that's been put together by a man in some kind of way to get an outcome of what they really wanted. In any way, shape, or form, these people don't have that. They don't have all that. So why should they stress themselves out trying to participate in that? When we look at what's been thrown in our face for so long, let's make America great again. Let's make America great again. Shut up. Trump, Trump, Trump. All you images of Trump, you cloner Trumps, Trump wannabes, all of you. Now keep in mind, don't get it twisted, lovelies. I did not vote. Now you'll all know I don't vote. I just simply observe the energy and what's happening. I just observe. But all these images, let's make America great again. We heard that so much. I'm going to ask this one question. Are we great? Because if we're great, we should be getting along. Because if we're great, we should have food on the table for ourselves and our family and our children. Because if we're great, our children shouldn't be afraid to go to school and somebody's going to whack the hell out and be trying to take everybody off the planet in the school. If we're that great. If we're that great, people of brown skin shouldn't be afraid to be driving in their cars worried that some off-deranged police person is going to take their life that day. If we were great, our children wouldn't be coming up missing. Not to mention a lot of young women, people coming up missing if we were so damn great. No. You had your time to make it great. And as that sun rises, and as we awake deep in our soul, and we take our sovereign divinity fully in our hands, we are not going to just make America great. No, we're not doing that. We're going to make a new America. We're going to make a new Earth timeline that's higher. So we don't have to be indoctrinated in all of this programming that leaves us judging ourselves, hating one another for no reason. Because you cannot have greatness until you get rid of the fuckery. Period. I'm sorry, I digress. I totally was hoping to come on here and not use the F word. I fucked up. This planet will have you cussing at the age of 3, okay? Because it's that stressful to be on here. It is. We need to have a human divine holiday. We need to rename everything. Close that fucking door to all the old shit that makes you even cringe when you walk into a store and you hear, all these people are dead. Tired of hearing that stuff. Why can't we hear something about, do you feel the love in the air? Get your steps all aligned. Feel that tutu in yourself. Go 777. I know that's kind of, you get where I'm going. Why can't we just code it up? Why can't we just go there? Ooh. Yoko Who liked it. I heard a thunder. I heard a thunder. Thank you. Thank you, Yoko Who. Yoko Who liked my commentary where I was going. Thunder. Shit, I got the heavens out there thundering. Thank you. So, why can't we do that? Forget about sitting around talking about you're going to do a blackout, you're going to protest, and da-da. No, let's take it one step further. Because divine being, if you're going to run around and call yourself a god and all this stuff, you better act like one. You better act like you got it going on. And just say, you know what, we're not doing that. We're not aligning ourselves with that type of frequency because that's so old and played out. Because they can't come up with anything better. But we can. What if we did that? What if we just call everybody out? And that's the beauty of Spiral Light. It brings things to the fucking surface to be seen. It does it very gently, sly, brings it up. So why can't we just do something different? People, you know what it is? People are so programmed, they're scared to step out of the box. Let me draw you a picture. How insane is this? Eyes open, but not shut. You go into a store, you go buy this pretty little paper and the bow, and you wrap up the gift in the packaging and all that, just so in less than 5 seconds it can be ripped off. Do you know how much that paper cost? And the bow, the wrapping, and the tape, it's all a game. And it's going to be ripped off. And then what do you do with the paper? You take all the paper and you put it in a nice big, those hefty garbage bags. You put it all in there. You got so many wrapping papers. Ah! Then it sits at the door until it's ready to take it outside so that it can be picked up and dumped in the dumpsters and then down into the dump. Why are we doing that? Have you ever asked yourself why? I know. Why don't we get pretty bags? Something that's recyclable. Something to put it in there. You don't have to destroy it. You get to share it and use it back and forth. Bag it up. That's a lot better. I understand if you got to wrap something, you got something really special you're going to do. I get it. But come on now. Really? All you parents out there, you're going to be stressing yourself to death, staying up late at night trying to wrap up every little package just for a 5-second rip. Yeah, ripped off. I'm so sorry. Did I just digress? No, I didn't. I'm speaking the truth. Change that. Don't do that. And then here's the worst part. You pay full price for it, and then a few days or a week later, before Christmas comes in, they slap it down to 75% off. Or buy this, get 50% off. Do you not see the game? It's time to step out of the game. Because here's the thing. If you're up on a higher timeline frequency, this don't matter to you. You're just going to skeet on by. You're just going to be like, la, 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 la. You're going to do what you want to do. And it's going to be stress-free. I've learned not to be a part of it. Not to be stressed out anymore with that. And not to feel guilty because I don't participate in it. I have my reason. Because that is not important. What's important to me is my white blood cells, my red blood cells, not being stressed out, keeping those stress hormones down, not participating in that, because it's done on purpose. A belief that the so-called person that's born on that day we're supposed to be celebrating. How do we know that? Because they told us that? Well, let's take a look at that. There's been a lot of, I don't know, rewritten parts, edited things, things that are not true. What's the truth anymore? This is where we are. We're in a 9-year. We're already moving into Aquarius. This is making us look at stuff and say, what the hell are you doing? Is this true or not? And if it's not true, why are you putting your energy into it if you don't believe in the alignment of it? If you don't believe in the truth of it, you don't believe in alignment of it, why are you putting your sacred divine soul energy with it? Now, as a divine human, celebrating a divine holiday human, you do things that uplift the spirit. And you keep it simple. Maybe it's people coming around and having a good conversation. Maybe it's making some beautiful decorations of things, working with something, making something, cooking something, and sitting and having a good gathering time. Maybe it's about getting back to the basics. Put those damn cell phones down, turn them the hell off, and actually have a face to face conversation where you can feel what the other person is saying. You can hear the tone of their voice. They're not meeting you with an emoji. Do you follow what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we have a long way to go to really have the healing that we want to see in this country. It cannot be great until we acknowledge what the issue is. And we walk around and don't acknowledge it, and we keep ignoring it and acting like, oh, this doesn't have anything to do with me. We're never going to heal it. We're never going to get to a place to where we all see it for what it is and say no more. And what takes that, I got lit in my eye. What takes that to the next level is the sacredness of the grandmothers and the wisdom of the healers that come along and they say, we're not doing this anymore. We're stepping out of this. What is that? Hold on, guys. We're stepping out of it. Got a piece of lint. So when you say you're stepping out of something, you are leaving the door wide open to create a new timeline of self. So why not do that? If you think the government cares about you, forget it. They don't. If you haven't figured that out by now, they don't care. How can beings that have committed harm against their people care about you? Okay. So I say everyone rises up and you do what feels aligned. And you pay attention with your eyes wide open and not shut. When you see certain scenarios playing out, you don't buy into it. You ask this question of what location is that? Because I'm not going to take anything seriously if I walk into a Walgreens today or tomorrow and I still just see just regular Santa Clauses that's been there forever. Am I going to have a conniption fit about it? No. But what if it was all mixed up and you had all different race? Well, let's dive into this. What if we really got truthful? What if you walk into a Walgreens, you see a lunar Santa Claus, you see a brown skinned Santa Claus, you see an Asian Santa Claus, but what if you saw a lizard Santa Claus? What if you saw a plasma being Santa Claus? What if you saw a Lyran Santa Claus? What if you saw an Andromedan Santa Claus? Not that they would be participating in that anyway, because they're way intelligent, way beyond that. But I'm just saying, how would you feel? How would you think? How would your face look walking down the aisle and you go, oh, isn't that just lovely? Oh, look at this. This is great. What the hell is this? Well, is that the gecko for the insurance thing? Is the Grinch getting an upgrade? What? I'm serious. We tolerate the Grinch, right? Nobody knows what he really is. What's the Grinch? Does anybody know what the Grinch really is? Is he supposed to be a symbolization of the Sasquatch? Do we know what the Grinch is? Because he's not human, right? Oh, I got you guys thinking. Jury duty. Think about it. Does anybody know what the Grinch is? Anybody? Nobody questions, right? You just say the Grinch is the Grinch. He's a green, upset, lonely, tiny heart being that doesn't like Christmas. But what is he? What's the Grinch? Does anybody know? Make you think. All right. So I wanted to bring that up because depending on where you're living, if you see it, I want you to know there's an underlying energy to stir something up. They're trying to be a Michael Jackson. Gotta be starting something. Gotta be starting something. How to get over. Yeah, yeah. Get up, get under. Yeah, yeah. You're stuck in the middle. Yeah, yeah. I'm faded so. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna sing a song with my scratch. I can't say no words. I tried. It took me forever to try to. What the hell is he saying right there? I tried to get it. So just keep this in mind. From this point on, keep your eyes open, not shut, and pay attention. And remember the words to you. You have to really, really stay in that energy. You have to really stay in that. Is he a demon? No, he is not. The Grinch is not a demon. Nope, nope, nope. He's not a demon. Look at him. He's huge. He's big. He's furry. He's portraying a Sasquatch. That's my opinion, what he's looking like. He's out in the woods, up in the mountains. Now, others will say, well, he's green, he's representing brown-skinned people. No, he's furry. furry. He's representing that Sasquatch. Look at where he comes from. Mm-hmm. So, how about this? Everyone, you make it known to yourself, your loved ones, if you're going to change it up. And I'm going to tell you why. If we're going to close the door on stuff that we say no more, we have to open the door to all that we want things to be good for. Okay? We have to open up a new door. Once we close this door, take our hooks and our cords out from all of that old stuff. Unhook yourself from all that old stuff. All the old programming, all the old songs, all the old, oh, this is old. All the old, oh, let's count it off. Let's open up each one of these every day. That crap. Take yourself out of that. Now, this is good if it's just for the little ones. You know, the little ones. They want to have their fantasy. I'm not talking about taking them out of their family unless you want them to be out of it. If it's just for the fun of it. But those of us that already know and we're wanting to get out of that, get out of it. Close the door and open the door to something else. You're going to have to make a move sooner or later. This is a 9-year. Let's be done with it. Let's be done with all the shenanigans. Let's be done with all the manipulation and the mind fuckery. Let's be done with it. And stop supporting things that keep getting remade over and over and over because they don't have the creativity to make it any better. Don't support it. When we stop supporting the things that are literally the programming, they'll stop doing it because they're not getting our attention anymore. And what happens when you don't give something attention anymore? It falls away. It dies off. If you don't take care of your plant, you don't water it, you don't give it attention anymore, what happens to it? It dies. It goes away. Then you got to go out and get something else. So if your energy is not taking care of it anymore, it has no choice but to go bye-bye. And that's what each and every one of us has to do. Don't get triggered with all the stuff that's being thrown in your face on purpose. Because it's like this. And all of us know this. You got something to say. Why can't you say it now? Why are you going to wait 20-something years later to say it? When you've been wanting to say it the whole time. Why can't you say it now? Truth is truth, right? So, with that being said, I hope I said something to make you really, really, really think about what part of the game we're in right now. On this full moon in Taurus, this is the time. Do you got your candles going? Do you got your energy going? Did you say your prayers? Did you set yourself up with a good meditation? Are you looking at a storm rolling in that's about to kick butt in the sky and, make a little rumble here and there? So just pay attention. Everything has a signature to it of what's playing out. We are simply just observing. Just be the observers. Okay? Be the observers. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that anything that I said was not intentionally to hurt anyone here. I simply was bringing the light to bring it up so that we could see it for what it is. So my intention wasn't to point fingers or hurt anybody. That's not it. It's kind of like this. It's trying to kind of talk about these things and be able to talk about them in a good way so everyone understands what's going on, how the game is being played. Okay? There. I have spoken. That's what I mean. So let's just take a look at this. I got my cards out. some that I haven't pulled from a while. And I was like, oh, wow, let me get these out. They're probably wondering what's going on. She hasn't used these other cards in a while. So we're going to do the language of light today. We're going to do the astro. And we're going to do the animal cards. And then the shaman star wisdom cards. And I saw another video, and I think I'm going to put it in the group. I'm not really sure. I got to remember who had it. Talking about your teeth. And this one lady, I like how she said it. She says your teeth are like crystals. And they were really jumping into talking about how the dentistry loves to go after your wisdom teeth. And I remember they were trying to get my wisdom teeth. I went to a dentist once. True story. I went in and I had just gotten my dental started with this new hospital thing that I was working at. And I went in to go get a teeth cleaning. And this dentist, she checks me over. She goes, oh, you still have your wisdom teeth. We need to take those out. I go, why? She said, so they don't get jammed in there and cause a problem and cause you any pain. I said, they're not causing me any pain. Well, they could get cavities and stuff, and we're going to have to take out your wisdom teeth. I said, I'm not taking them out. Well, you say that now, but I'm going to start setting you up for taking them. We're going to take them all out at once, and then you'll have to have a little bit of time. I'm not taking my teeth out. I got up. I told her, I'm not coming back here again. I went down the street to a different place. They ran the x-rays and said, there's nothing wrong with your wisdom teeth. Your wisdom teeth are fine. I said, well, she was talking about pulling out all of them. And he stood there and he goes, what? I go, yeah. There's nothing wrong with your wisdom teeth. They're fine. They're not pressing on anything. When you hear about teeth and how they are arranged in this area, how they sit on meridians, and you take those out, certain teeth that are pulled out of the back interferes with heart, interferes with digestive. And we don't think of it like that. But, we're all connected. Everything's connected. Just like your eyes can read your whole entire body, like your hands can help with your whole body, your feet, reflexology, and your teeth align to certain alignments of the body. So when they go and take those out, it's not too long, you start having digestive issues or you start having cardiovascular issues. Why would they want to do that? They make money, $5,000 pulling your wisdom teeth. One wisdom tooth. $5,000. They don't charge you that, but the whatever insurance that they gonna collect, gonna pay them that. Crystals. Makes a lot of sense, huh? It's like bone. How your bones are. Take care of your teeth. Don't be trying to go in there because every 6 months for those cleanings and all of that stuff. I go once in a long blue moon, like every 4, maybe 5 years to get a clean. You got a good cleaner, know how to get that tartar off right away, you're good. Take care and clean. We have got to stop giving our power over to so many of these shenanigan beings walking around disguised as humans. Anyway. By the way, I do have a clip of these that is on the, let me tell you what happened. It all started yesterday. So yesterday when I went in, I said, well, let me go in the store. I'm going to go get this. I was at Grocery Outlet grabbing some quick fixings real quick. And I said, let me go get this. They got it. I go in. And in my mind, I said, God, I really want to make sure I can get my favorite gingerbread spelt cookies there. They haven't had those in months. I would like to find those today. That's all I said. God, they better have them today. I said it just like that in my head, just like that. Wouldn't you know? Now, I've been in last week. I've been in a couple times earlier. Nothing was there. I go in yesterday. They got a whole batch shipment of them sitting there. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. Manifestation, cool. So then I said the night before, I said, why don't they put that V show on? I want to see the V show again because I got a funny feeling some of the things from V, the TV show, back in 2009, I think, V, I feel like some of that stuff's going to be popping off in that show. I want to see that. So what happened? Last night, just skimming through Tubi, I said, oh, they probably didn't load up anything else. All of a sudden, there it is, V. So I put a clip of the V, not that real old V show, the more modern one. So if you want to dive into something and pay attention to what they're saying and listen, pay attention, especially in episode 1, which is the plot, episode 1, when they actually come and they bait the people to believe that they're coming in a good way. Okay, you got to watch it. So everyone, if you're going to be down with watching the V, please watch the V, and we'll have some chit chats about it. The V. So it is in Tubi. Tubi. No excuses why you can't watch it. It's for free, for God's sakes. Come on, give me a break. Oh my gosh. But yeah, do something different, lovelies. Don't be afraid to do something different. We're going to take a look at these energies because the energy feels kind of over here in California. It's rainy and cloudy, and they're trying to make it snow. Get a nice cold Christmas thing going. Told us that the winds were going to be sky high and power outages might happen. Hasn't been that high at all. Okay, I'm doing the pulls. And then we're going to do one from Lemuria. Oh, they're still testing. Fire testing. I got all ready for this because they make it sound like they're going to go through and check everything and blah, 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 and going to be in here for a little bit. And They were in here less than a minute and a half. And then finally, after 30 minutes waiting, they threw the alarm on and let it ring for a couple of minutes. Not less than a minute. And then that was it. I'm like, dang, really? Had me waiting and all that stuff? All right, lovelies, let's take a look. Let's see what the Lemurians say. Lemuria. Oh, look at that. Crystal Keys. Number 22. Crystal Keys. What are the crystal keys? Now look at that. Look at the bubbles. The crystal keys and that. I just love this artist. She is amazing. Love this artist. Love her cards. Her energy of her cards are just so phenomenal. And when you're a cardosaur like I am, you like to feel the cards. You like to feel things. Okay, the star codes. Interesting. Look at this. 8th house is going to be the mystery. Look at that. Look what we got. 8th house. Mystery. 46. So, what's the mystery? Something's going on. What's the mystery? We got to keep our eyes open for the mystery. Then the little card, that's a 26, is going to be Neptune. What's the mystery of the vision? We have a vision. What's the vision? What's the vision that's coming in? Look at the sun. It's shining through. What's the vision? Okay, now we're going to step into the animal. We have red-crowned crane, number 29. Red-crowned crane. The red-crowned crane. Kind of looks like a geese a little bit, energetically. And I think this one, the Divine Animal Oracle, red-crowned crane, number 29, gives us loyalty. The time has come to re-examine your loyalties. Are you able to trust? Are you able to be trusted? Keep your word if you give it. Take relationships slowly and make sure to build strong connections. What promises have you made and must keep? Da, 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 da. That's what that is. And let's see. The symbology, the color red, dancing feathers, and weaving. The crane magic is about loyalty and steadfastness. In this world of instant gratification and short attention span, perhaps the ideal of loyalty is beginning to be a lost ideal. Loyalty. Where are you feeling that loyalty? Loyalty. Okay, our card for I think this is my vision of the soul, is going to be regeneration, number 34, regeneration. That's a pretty one. Look at that green. And it fits in with the theme of Hetaru, the green and the yellow, because she's a part of today's energy, being honored in that. Okay, and the shaman's card is going to be happiness and joy. I love this. More yellow. This is that Oshun energy also. Happiness and joy. Being at happiness and joy. Sometimes I think we have to take time out and find our happiness and joy and step into that. Because sometimes it gets too serious. And sometimes we get caught up in too much of the stuff and it can pull your happiness away from you. Sometimes we have to step into that. When we look at the shadow, we say the wounded child is number 31. Healing trauma makes the world feel safer. Look, hello, that's what I was saying. We got to heal this stuff. Everyone has been lied to. Okay, we got to heal it. And then we step into the light of itself and says, ask your soul. Number 16. Ask your soul. What is your soul asking you to do? What's your journey about? What's your soul asking you? I think a lot of us, we get into a place of trying to figure that out. What am I here to do? How am I showing up? And is this it? Is this how this world's playing out? We have to just remember that all of us are moving on different timelines and different dimensions. So you're going to see different things. Okay? Your friend might not see exactly what you were seeing. You might not see what your friend was seeing. It's a different perspective, on different realms, perspectives. Okay? But the one thing for sure and truth of all is to remember who you are and stand in the truth of that. And I really think if all of us were to have a divine human holiday where we just really honor ourselves as divine beings and let our light shine that bright, none of this other stuff would matter. And I think the problem is we don't give ourselves permission to do that. We give ourselves little hits and pieces here and there, but we really don't give ourselves permission to do that. Okay. All right, lovelies. It's been my pleasure to come here and have you look at things and think about it so you don't get caught up in what is being presented. You actually will see it with your eyes wide open and not shut. And you will see things for what the intention is behind it. Keep in mind, we are still in owl medicine. And when you're in the owling of medicine, the owl medicine is having you go deeper. It's not having you just keep looking at things surface wise. It's going to have you go deeper and look deeper within. Look at the situation on a deeper level. What are you not seeing? Look at the not seeing. Look at the not hearing. Look at the things that are hidden in the background, but they're right there in plain sight. That's owling. And when you master the owling of the self, you see just fine. You see clearly. All right, lovelies. Happy full moon. Be good to yourself. This kin today, almost forgot. We're sitting in a kin of White Overtone World Bridger. That's the one we're in today. And this one, it gives us leave the domain of the ego to travel the world of soul. This is the function of opportunity, action, equalize, and the power of death. I confer power with the purpose of equalizing, commanding opportunities sealed with the warehouse of death. This is ruled by Mars, the larynx, the chakra, dimensional doors in which two aspects of existence come together, life and death. The awareness of here and there, incarnation, regeneration, transmutation, bridged between the two worlds, mystical death of the Asteret initiates as a detachment from the world or in his own form. They live in the realm of the reason and the mental activity. So, with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day. We're out here in wet Cali for now. Who knows what it's going to be tomorrow. So, I hope I said something to really have you really think, I really do. That was my intention, to have you see with your eyes wide open and not shut. If we're going to make something better, we have to really call it in. And tonight is the best night to really call in the creational energy. Those of you that are Spiral Light practitioner, you got this. We're creating those timelines and bringing it in, working with the ley lines and the grid lines. So bringing that energy in and just anchoring in a true higher thought, a true higher timeline gives birth to something brand new. That's how we'll make America new, not make America great again. Because weren't there issues before? Let's make it new. New. Not a new order. Just make it new. And then spread it all around the world. All right, lovelies. They're going to come after me for this for sure. You know that, right? Put a like on the video, because if you don't, it'll get shadow banned as usual. All right, because I know I'm saying something good. That's how I know. They don't want me to be a part of the club because I'm not conforming. I'm here to take it down. All right. Anyway, lovelies. Yes, I'm not kidding about that. I'm going to do it with the Grinch. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Maybe Mad Max and a little bit of John Wick on the side. I have no idea. The Grinch will start it all. Here we go. Anyway, everyone, have a wonderful day. Be good to yourself. I like to make you laugh. Put a smile on your face. Know you're divine. Know that you're loved. And just